This lesson is the first of several about South American animals called las alpacas. I want you to meet these animals and the people who take care of them because I want you to see what lots of South American kids grow up with. Some kids grow up with dogs and cats. Some grow up with cows and horses, and some grow up with alpacas. Las alpacas have become very popular in the United States.
Well, right now the girls are getting fed a little bit of grain. They mostly eat grass. However, in the winter, when you don't have as much grass on the pastures, they eat a lot more hay. This is hay we grow. This is Bouvier, the dark brown one with the little spots, and Apollo's the gray one. And those two boys are big boys now, so they're going to move on away from their moms to the other boy pasture.
And that's what's happening now.
That's what's happening now. So Sarah, our intern, and we're going to keep Apollo from escaping. Sarah, our intern, she has some halters in her hand, and the halter goes right around their face and allows us to put a leash on and walk with them so we can transfer them from one place to another safely. And right now the girls are really excited about their grain. So in the winter time they get a little extra grain. It's kind of like a cereal. So it's got oats and barley, and this is Brittany. She wants to say hi. Sweet girl, Brittany.
This is Brittany,
This is Brittany. She was I believe she was our first baby born here. So she's been with us.
You didn't get that.
That was Olympic.
Very good, Apollo.
And you can hear Annie and Hope. And you see how Annie's kind of spitting at her. They're fighting over food right now.
Oh, they are spitting.
And that's just a warning spit. That's just a, hey, I want to eat this food. You get out of the way. Now, if she was really threatened, if she felt frightened or someone was going to hurt her, then you would get the real nasty spit where they pull it up out of their stomach.
Oh, that would be nasty. Well, they are spitting.
They are. That's just
bit.
kind of a warning spit.
I see.
They're putting a halter on Apollo now. And he's getting ready to go for a walk.
Okay, this is Apollo. Now tell us again about Apollo.
Apollo's mom is Sylvie, the dark gray, right off to the right. She's eating out of the red bucket and has the yellow tag.
She just spit.
Yes. So
that's
Apollo is her son, and Apollo is getting to the age now where he needs to be separated from his mom.
Would you like to hold Apollo?
Hold on.
Thank you.
Come here, baby. Come on, bub. So he's
looks kind of like a wolf.
He kind of does. He was born in the spring, so in the spring he'll be pretty close to a year old.
And so Apollo.
Mm-hmm. And right now they're trying to catch Bouvier, and there he is in a corner. And that sound that he's making is what we call a hum.
A hum.
So, and you can kind of see his tail going up. So that's his way of saying, please don't hurt me.
There's the tail. And that tail has not been clipped?
No, you don't.
She'll trim it, but you never, put it down all the way.
You don't? Okay.
Okay, you got strong. I got in this game.
Now, everybody watching this lesson, I hope you don't get nauseated from, sick at your stomach from a lot of this camera movement. But these animals are pretty happy animals, and they seem to want to be in the picture.
He's just anxious right now.
And how much does he weigh?
88 pounds.
That's right.
88 pounds, and what does he like to eat?
Hay. Out of that tree back there.
Yeah.
That's his favorite spot.
Okay.
Yeah, they're big. In the winter particularly, they have to have plenty of hay. They do get grain, but we don't give them too much, just enough to guarantee that they get their vitamins and minerals. It's usually oats and wheat and a little cracked corn mixed with molasses.
Uh-huh. Molasses.
Yeah.
Oh, they probably like pecan pie. Now, who are the two right here? We got two together. They're the same. Oh, these are the two young men.
These are the two that are moving.
These are the two young men.
This is Bouvier.
Bouvier and oh, you're humming. So this is.
Real keen on being touched on the head.
Oh, not on the head.
You can
Who's humming behind?
scratch him under the chin.
Under the chin.
Like under the chin.
Well.
Or you can touch their necks or back.
Okay, so she's saying that we need to touch their neck or their back or under the chin. All right, we're taking these two young men, or boys, away from their moms. They're being weaned over a process of a few weeks or what?
Yeah. We've been working at this a couple of weeks. We're doing two things. We're halter training them, which is pretty well finished. They know what they're doing on the halter now. And
Okay.
then we're weaning them from their moms.
So the halter is this, these bands that you put around them, like collars across the face and
Right.
mouth, and
Yeah.
and then you lead them. Are you afraid of them biting?
No, they can't bite. They only have teeth on the bottom.
Really?
They only have like 3 or 4 teeth on the bottom.
Okay, so they're being weaned and they're being trained, and now we're going to take them over to the men.
Right.
Well, you think the men will take good care of these guys?
Well, this will be their first day inside. They've been outside and rubbing noses with one another, but we'll see now how they're going to do when we take them inside.
You mean the boys have been rubbing noses with the men?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
They're going to take a turn to the right when they get up to that stop sign.
Okay, they're going to turn. Now, have these animals been there before?
Yes, they have.
That's where they were rubbing noses, in
That's
other
right.
words. They went over there to rub noses. And so today they will actually go in the pen.
That's right.
And what will well, I guess we'll find out what the other guys
We
think
will. We have no idea. We'll see.
about. Okay, let's go. So Apollo has a brother already up there in the guy's pen.
That's right.
And his brother's name is Theo, you said.
Yes, and his full name is Theodore. Theo is a gray, like Apollo. He's a little darker, and you can certainly tell that they are brothers. They look a lot alike. So it'll be interesting to see how Theo responds to Apollo once he gets in the pasture.
And we're going to be walking up past the girl's pen.
And those girls in that pasture are all young. They would be the equivalent of...
Oh, I see. The young girl,
Yes.
the young ladies over here.
They'd be like 17, 18-year-olds in the human equivalent. Okay, so these two little boys are visiting with their young girls now, and they're curious. Bouvier's pretty excited. Now he's jumping around. And these girls are kind of like 17 or 18-year-olds, if you were to equate them to what it would be like as a human. So they really haven't been around boys too much, so they're pretty curious.
And how old are the two boys? An alpaca age.
In alpaca age,
I mean, if those girls are 17.
right. If we were to give them, say, a human age, these boys would probably be like 16, 14.
Well, now wait a second.
They're a little
here.
young. And Hildy is the youngest female. She's, well, the smallest female, this closest to us. She's kind of brown. She has a little bit of white on her nose. She's probably one of the smallest ones in this pasture. Some of those other girls are a little older, so they would say like be in their 20s.
Oh, I see.
Lyndon is that dark brown one. Lyndon and Bouvier are half brothers. They share the same father. His name is Ren. And Ren is in the back pasture standing up against the fence right now.
Way back there.
Way back there. He's pretty excited.
He's standing up. He sure is.
Yeah?
Let's see if we can get everybody get a picture in there.
And now...
We can't. We've lost him. I guess he's
Yeah.
down. We've lost him.
Well, now our little guys are going to go join their friends.
Okay. Well, everybody gets excited as we walk by. Everybody wants to see what's going on.